Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Marina Kristensen. In today's video I will share with you my top 5 favorite protein sources, to be more exact, whole food protein sources. And if you're interested in a video on my favorite protein powders, click the like and subscribe button down below, hit the little bell so that you always get notified, and leave me a comment down below so that I know that you're interested in my favorite protein powders. And now let's straight start with my most frequently consumed protein source, almonds. Almonds contain about 22% of protein. They're very easy digestible, at least for me. And they're great for sweet and savory meals. They're great as a snack. They're great in baked goods. I love them in baked goods. And if you followed me for a while, you know that I love almonds in my savory lunch or also in my fruit bowl in the afternoon. They're well balanced in nutrients and fat and can help with controlling blood sugar and blood pressure. Now that I shared my favorite nuts, I will share my favorite seeds, which are pumpkin seeds. I absolutely love the taste of pumpkin seeds, and they contain 30 to 35% of protein, and therefore they're absolute winner. Again, they're great for sweet and savory meals as a snack, and by adding them to your salads, you will add an extra dash of protein and some crunch. They are also great for vegan cheese because, in my opinion, when you combine pumpkin seeds or pumpkin seed protein with coconut butter, it's like cream, like the cream, not just creamy but cream. And yeah, it remembers me of cream, and my mother really likes it too. Yeah. Moreover, pumpkin seeds are super high in minerals and therefore are an all-rounder when it comes to health. Now let's jump to legumes. I'm an absolute legume fan, especially chickpeas, because of their mild taste. You can use them for so many things. It's like limitless, actually. And they contain about 20% of protein in the non-cooked Zustand when they're not cooked, and I use them cooked, sprouted, as flour, sweet, savory. It's just, as I said, it's limitless. They're delicious cold or warm, as a whole or blended, for example as hummus, and I personally can adjust them very well, and it's great for me personally as a protein source at dinner time. And it's just my favorite legume, not so much because of the taste of its own, but because you can do so much with it and you can combine it with almost everything. Especially I love it with turmeric, because turmeric is one of my favorite spices. And I have another legume I want to share, which is lupin. I personally don't use lupin as a whole, but as flour. As flour, it can make baked goods very fluffy. And I also made a lupin scrambled egg alternative, which I think tastes very well. And I had it like 3 days in a row because it was so good. And every time I added something different, some different vegetables, I wasn't thinking that it would turn out so good. In a dry form, lupin contains about 40% of protein, which is very high, and it's natural, so it's not an extract or something. It's just the natural protein content of lupin are 40%. It's a great source of minerals. It contains the essential amino acids, and many people do digest lupin very easily as long as you're not allergic to it. One thing I don't like about a lupin flour is that when you add too much, it tastes bitter. So you have to know how much lupin flour you have or you can add into baked goods, for example, without making it taste bitter afterwards. And last but not least, one of my all-time favorite foods in the whole world, one of the most important foods on the planet, cocoa powder. I can't live without cocoa powder. No kidding, I couldn't live without cocoa powder. Cocoa powder contains between 20 to 30% of protein, depends on what kind of cocoa powder you have. It's high in antioxidants, in minerals and not flavonols. It's super delicious. We all know that it's super delicious. You can use it for so many things. You can add it into smoothies and baked goods. I mean, I don't have to count what you can use cocoa powder for. We all know cocoa powder, or even better, cacao powder, because this is the raw form of cocoa powder. Yeah, so cacao powder is even better than cocoa powder because it's raw and contains even more minerals and vitamins and all that good stuff. It's very delicious, has calming properties. So if you're eating a dark chocolate in the evening or having a hot cocoa or something, it can be calming and you can sleep better, for example. Another great thing with cacao powder is that it can help with your whole body functions, from your blood to your heart to brain functions. So it's an all-rounder, and there is nothing bad about cacao powder. Nothing. It's just one of the top foods you can eat. And I can't live without it. I'm so not funny. Anyways, we're at the end of the video. These were my top 5 protein-rich foods. And leave me a comment down below with your favorite protein source. And we will see you next week again. Until then, have a great time and goodbye.